Well, I wanted to celebrate over a few minutes today the 4th of July on behalf of my American friends. Obviously, it's a bittersweet day for we Brits because we got kicked out of the country. But America won its independence, and they come together on this day, usually every year, to celebrate together, of all political persuasions. But it doesn't feel like that today, does it? This latest mass shooting, another horrific event, in a way horribly exemplifies so much of the hatred and tribalism in the US right now. It's a country that I love. I love the people. I love the country. But where's the national unity? Where is the United States? It looks to me more disunited than ever. Well, my first guest tonight was actually someone I interviewed several days ago, before this horrific breaking news, of course. And she thinks that even the Star-Spangled Banner itself should now be up for debate as we try and bring the country into a more unified place. 1 year ago, Grammy-winning superstar Macy Gray wrote an op-ed calling for the redesign of the most famous flag in the world to better represent the diversity of the country today. Well, she was immediately attacked by a cavalcade of critics. One congresswoman suggested if she didn't like it, she should leave the country. But Macy Gray insisted to me that she loves America, that her argument was simply misunderstood. And tonight, I started our interview by asking her if she stands by that argument, and if so, why? So, Macy, let me talk to you about a furore that you were involved in last year, because I found it very interesting the way the debate played out. You wrote an op-ed for Market Watch.
Yes.
A year ago, actually, in which you said that the American flag no longer represents democracy and freedom, and you wanted it changed. Why?
Well, I just think that it's like in a general thing, it's just a new day. It's just time to, you reboot the Constitution, the flag, all the old standards, that our ancestors lived by, were right for the time they lived in, but we're in a different time, So the flag is, in the States, to me, what the States do best is diversity, is culture. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Without culture in America, you really don't have much going on. You have, I don't know, Amazon. Like, what do you have if you don't have color in the States, right?
I mean, I agree with that. What I would say to you is, though, that it's such a divisive issue, things like the flag. Do you not think there's a danger? I mean, I'm interested in how you feel a year on from that debate. You got hammered, obviously, by a lot of people. A lot of Americans were outraged. Others thought you raised an interesting point. In a way, it wasn't that dissimilar to what Colin Kaepernick went through with the protests that he was doing. Some agreed with him, others were furious. Do you have any regrets about what you said about the flag?
No, in fact, I'm excited to bring it up again because I think it's more important now. What I want to do is more important now. It's just messaging. It's just like if you. So my idea was to make the stars the colors of all of us. So there'd be a star representing you, one representing me, one representing everybody in the room, right? So that way you look up to the flag and you feel welcome, you feel included, you feel like you belong there.
But why okay, let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Which is, I think the American flag is a fantastic flag. I love my flag here too. The English flag, the UK flag, I love these flags. To me, they're not about making any kind of diverse point. They're just great flags. And if I was an American, most Americans I've spoken to about this, they say that there are other ways to celebrate diversity. Juneteenth is one, right?
Right.
There are other ways to do this. Why go after such a powerful emblem of the United States of America when it causes the whole debate actually a lot of disunity?
Whenever the flag was conceptualized, they made it based off what was going on during that time, which was a war. That's another thing. We celebrate a flag that represents war.
I actually have an American flag on my office wall at home. Yeah.
Why?
In fact, I think we've got a picture of it. I think here we are. Look, that's my office wall in London. I look at that every day. It's actually quite a unique one. It's got 34 stars.
Yes.
Which means it was actually the flag from the Civil War period when Lincoln was president. And that's the only flag that was in use during Lincoln's presidency. And I bought it at an auction because America's been a large part of my life. And I find it a stirring emblem. And I never look at it and think, well, that's about white people or, white power over black people, or that's attacking diversity, or it could be more diverse. I just think it's such a magnificent emblem. Now, I'm white, so I might think that.
Well, it's not that it's about white people. It's just that everything is different than when Lincoln was president. So, and whoever designed that flag designed it for that day. So I'm just saying, what's wrong with a new flag? What's wrong with representing where we are now? Like we no longer have 34 states, right? So,
Right.
So they made one with 50 states. So.
Well, they've changed the flag over the years. That's true. When you got kickback on this,
Yeah.
did it surprise you how ferocious some of it was? Did you mind? Did you expect it?
No, I didn't expect it. I thought people would agree with me. I thought people were like, yeah, let's do a new flag. I don't know, it's kind of an art project. It's just like, well, I don't see why not. That's my thing.
Do you feel that more people are aware of racial injustice, of racial equality? Do you feel like they're taking the knee, which went around the world like wildfire, especially after George Floyd was killed? Do you feel that that all helps, or are these just token things which don't actually make any tangible difference?
I think it made a lot of people aware. I think when it comes to changing someone's view on race or people, that's more than one event. That's growing up, that's parenting, that's where you go to school, that's what neighborhood you live in. There's a lot that goes into how you feel about people that aren't like you. You know what I mean?
Do you feel that America is more or less racist than when you grew up?
It's definitely not as bad, you know. I was born in the 60s, so I don't understand racism, to be honest with you. I get like, I'm sitting here with you, and we're different, you know what I mean? And there might be things that I wouldn't want to say in front of you that I might say in front of my friends of color and vice versa. But like to hate someone or want to kill someone or hold somebody down because of what they look like, I don't understand.
I mean, I completely agree. I think most people would completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I do think racism is a minority, fortunately, in almost every country, particularly America and Britain. I don't think it's by any means a popular thing, but it exists. And it's what's the best way to tackle it? What's the best way to get rid of it?
You have to let go of needing to be better than everyone else. You have to let go of your hang-ups about slavery. You have to let go of your hang-ups about superiority. You have to, it's very personal how you feel about other people, Like we could have a conversation about how you feel about women, and there would be so many things that went into that,